I have been feeling a little bit like rubbish the past few days because I get those moments where I question whether I've chosen the right career, and that has happened to me a few times. So I wanted to make this video to explain why I love being a beauty therapist, explain the pros and cons, because there's pros and cons with every job. There isn't a job out there that's easy. And also with the cons, I want to explain how I personally deal with them. So hopefully it would, by filming this video, hopefully I would feel better and hopefully you would feel better as well, because I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there who do have moments where they question whether they are happy with their job. So there was a time where I had a really busy day at work. It was on a Saturday. Weekends are extremely busy. I remember I came home and I noticed that as I was walking towards the sofa, there was something stuck on my socks. So I remember picking it off and noticed that it was a piece of wax with pubic hair stuck on it. And two things entered my mind. Number one is I thought, okay, the fact that I can look at this hair and I know what part of the body it's from, like I must have been doing this for way too long. And then the second thing was, it might sound bad, but I was thinking to myself, I have a degree, I have a university degree, and I'm sitting here in my living room with a piece of wax in my hand with pubic hair stuck on it, and I'm just thinking, is this really my life? Like, I studied all those years, and is this really what I'm doing now? Is this it? If you have ever had moments like that, the best thing to do is to think about why you have chosen this career path in the first place, and just think about the positive things. As I said, there are pros and cons to every job. I'm gonna start with the pros. So the number one reason why I like being a beauty therapist is because I genuinely enjoy it a lot, to a point where it doesn't feel like work. Obviously being a beauty therapist is hard work, but I love it so much that I enjoy doing it. I can work all day in a salon. I can do an 8-hour shift, a 10-hour shift. I can come home and then I've had friends call me and say, I really need my nails done, because I do a little bit of mobile beauty just on friends and family. And I've had friends call me and say, I really need my nails done, or I need something done, a treatment done. And they feel bad, but I try to explain to them, I don't mind doing that. I can do a 8 to 10 hour shift at work, come home, and I don't mind doing someone's nails again. And that shows that I truly enjoy my job. Whereas there are some people out there, for example, if I was a chef and I've been cooking all day, if I was to come home and and my husband was to say, oh, can you cook for me, I would probably throw my shoe at him. Like, I enjoy cooking, but I need to be in the right mood to want to be able to enjoy cooking. So it's stuff like that. Another reason why I love being a beauty therapist is because I personally believe that it's a rewarding job. As well as making someone feel better about their appearance, you're also making someone feel better mentally. There are people out there who like to share certain things about their lives, especially when you develop a relationship with regular customers. They do end up sharing things and you do feel like a counsellor. So that is what I mean by you can make people feel better mentally, because they're able to express their feelings, so you can make them feel more just lighter because they've got it all out. And then obviously you make someone feel better about their physical appearance. Doesn't matter what treatment you're doing, even if it's waxing, which is an uncomfortable treatment and some people find it extremely painful. After the treatment, when I'm applying that after wax lotion, the client feels relieved. They've always said, oh, I feel like a woman now, or I feel so much lighter. Even with male customers, some males out there hate their body hair, or they're trying to get into shape at the gym and they feel like once they have their body hair removed, they feel better about themselves. So it's not just females, it's men as well. And then obviously when you get into depth, when it comes to actually helping someone with a skin concern that they have, whether it's pigmentation, acne, that is extremely rewarding. Another reason why I don't regret going into this field and why I don't regret having this qualification in my hand is because it doesn't matter where I go, I will find a job easily. Where I am now in London, it's extremely easy to find a job as a beauty therapist. If I was to move abroad for like a year, for example, I am pretty sure that it would be easy for me to find a job abroad as well. My next reason for why I love my job is because there is so much to choose from. When I first got into the industry, I thought beauty was just beauty. You just become a beauty therapist and that's it. But no, it's not like that. You can specialise in massage, you can become a nail technician and specialise in nails. You can specialise in waxing and go to a waxing bar and work in a waxing bar. Specialise in makeup, become a makeup artist. You can work in a beauty clinic and you can go towards the electrical facials and the laser, that sort of side. You can expand on that. You can go towards Botox and fillers. Another thing that you can go into is teaching. But yeah, the list goes on. You can go into so many different areas when it comes to beauty therapy, which is why it's easier for you to find a job as well. It opens a lot of doors. Another reason why I love this job is because you're always learning. There's always something new to learn, and I like that. I like that there's always something new to learn because it's like a new challenge, and that way you won't get bored. The final reason why, these are just to name a few, another reason which I need to mention is that it is fairly easy to develop with your career. You start as a junior, you go into a normal beauty therapist, for example, then you go for a senior. After you've been a senior, you can develop into a manager, and these steps, it not only makes you feel like you're developing and you're doing something for yourself, but you can develop fairly easy. Again, it depends on which company you are working for, but the fact that there is room for development just allows you to stay motivated, because that is like a challenge for you, because you're aiming towards a certain goal. Now I'm going to talk about the cons that come with this job and how I personally deal with them. So the number one thing that is a con for me personally is how this job has affected my body. I have lower back pain and I have injured wrists. The first thing that I wanted to sort out were my wrists, so I started getting physiotherapy. You have to be extremely patient, and it really does work if you stick to their advice and stick to their plan. So I have to do certain wrist exercises to strengthen them. And then for my lower back, there are two things that I did which helped. Number one is stretching. Try to do them in the morning and in the evening. And the second thing that you can do is exercise. So I personally have started going to the gym. I haven't been for a few weeks now because I've been busy. Okay, I'm not a very good role model, but yeah, I've started to go to the gym. I don't go in that often. I was going in 1 to 2 times a week, which isn't a lot. I should be going 3 to 4 times a week at least. If you have lower back problem or anything with your posture, you're supposed to strengthen your core and it's supposed to help. I also go swimming once a week. It works out the whole body. It's good for your whole entire body. So that's another thing that I can recommend for you. Another con that comes with this job is you can develop certain allergies. You can develop certain skin problems when it comes with this job because you're using products all the time. When I do nail treatments, because of the smells of the nail products, I start to cough and my eyes water. The way I personally deal with this is I wear a face mask. Another thing that has happened to me recently is I've noticed that I'm getting a reaction on my arm here. It's feeling itchy. I don't know if it's a particular oil that I used, a particular massage oil. One way that I'm going to stop this from happening again, because I do not want to develop eczema or dermatitis or any of the other things that some of the girls have developed during this career, I'm going to start using rapeseed oil for massage. The final con that I'm going to talk about is a tricky one, and it doesn't apply to everyone, but ever since I've been a beauty therapist, I've worked in a female only environment. It can create a lot of problems, such as a bitchy environment, people smiling at your face but then saying stuff behind your back, gossip, mood swings, you know, 1 minute someone's fine, next minute they're just having drama. There's just a lot of drama. Just a lot of drama. One way I deal with it is I keep some sort of distance. Eventually you might develop good friendships, you might become best friends, you'll never know. You might see each other outside of work, which is lovely, but it doesn't happen all the time. Again, it depends on where you work and who you work with. I still get along with my colleagues really well, but I do keep that small amount of distance just to keep in my own bubble just a little bit. Another thing that I would recommend is do not share too much about your personal life. If you share something that's quite private, it's not going to stay private for very long. If someone comes to me and starts talking about one of the other girls behind their back, I don't say anything. Because if you say something, like if you take their side and you agree with them, that will come back to you and bite you in the arse. Stay quiet. You don't want to get involved with no drama. They might even be testing you. You never know. They might be testing you. So be careful, because I've had people test me. I've had this one girl, she's coming up to me and complaining about the manager, and I found that a bit confusing because I thought they were like, I thought she loved the manager. And you know what I noticed? She was doing this in front of the camera that has a mic. Be careful. Be careful. Take care of yourselves. You're not going to get along with everyone at work, but at least find a way to keep the atmosphere positive. I hope that this video has made you feel better if you have been feeling a little bit down, and I hope that I have made you feel more uplifted. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want as well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.